What'll it be? Ah, maybe next time then.
Good look at this man. A rebel against the laws of God and of the city.
Not your day, eh?
Nothing is sacred. Come closer and see
Nothing.
the face.
Really?
Were you expecting a different answer?
What if I freed you?
I'd start, but obviously.
How's it
He
going?
tried to break into a
expect that's not very
respectable
comfortable
and
on your
chaste
back.
woman's
Oh, fuck
parlour.
my back,
He
I can
bellowed
hardly feel
and
it
banged on the
anymore.
door so much
But
the poor
recently
woman
some
feared
joker
for her
passed
life.
by and put a
And
dead
decent
fish in the...
The guards arrived.
God bless. The Lord be with you.
What would you like?
Show me your... I'd like to
Very well. You're doing business. Take care. God grant you health.
Let's talk about the prop.
Well,
How's this?
that sounds... Aye. Thank you, and a good day to you. Friend? Christ, what a day. Christ almighty.
This is useless. I should move it. That's one sharp blade. All right. This is already sharp.
Excellent. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
Show me your way.
Thank you, and take... care.
God be with you.
I hope you'll be... Satisfied? Take care. Thank you, and take care.
Well, that's not bad at all. Excellent. Excellent. Next time it'll be even better. Maybe I should add some spices. Needs a bit more. God bless.
Gah!
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Quick! Gah! Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Go!
Whoa!
Gah!
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Hail, good man!
God be with you.
And? Come on, don't be shy. I won't bite.
That's a relief. What were you going to offer me?
Curiosity killed the cat. No shame in that, though. They call me Barley.
You have a peculiar name.
If I were ordinary, well, that's just another way of saying boring. And boring's not for me. So I wander the roads collecting my riddles, and if I meet anyone I find interesting, I'll happily work a riddle on them.
A riddle? Very well. Let's hear it.
Now, listen carefully. What belongs to you alone, but is used more often by others? Any idea?
My name.
That's right! You have a learned head on those shoulders. The robes of a priest would suit you better than a sword.
They really wouldn't, I assure you.
More's the pity. But down to business. I have a proposition for you. You deserve a reward for solving my riddle. Except, you've caught me flat broke. I can give you some of what little I have. Or teach you some of what I know. What'll it be?
I'm always up for learning something new. What can you teach me?
I spend my days on the roads and my nights in the taverns. What interests you more?
Tell me about your experience on the road.
You can't beat a sturdy pair of shoes and a good supply of wine or ale with you. And keep an eye on the clouds. They can tell you if a big storm is brewing and whether you'll have time to find some shelter.
I'll bear that in mind.
And you'll stay dry. Farewell!
He couldn't have done that. What do I pay him for, the bugger? If I bump into him, I'll be sure to tell him.
Are you sure you don't want me to fit out your entire half room? Give people an inch.
God grant you help.
You silly doggy.
Good day to you.
I have that document from the rat house for you.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you.
I took a look at the document. I couldn't really make much of it. Who's this Hermes Trismegistos?
My fifth cousin. We write to each other sometimes.
That doesn't sound very convincing.
Did you find my family tree at the rat house, too? Now show it to me, so I can finally get the knowledge. Good. Good. This will come in handy. Ah, yes. Of course.
What now?
That much? Going to need more. A lot more.
Did you hear me? What now?
Sorry. I got lost in thought. I owe you my thanks as well as reward for getting me the document. And maybe another little job? What do you say?
Wait a moment. Supposing you first initiate me into the mysteries of your enchanting mill. This isn't any run-of-the-mill business, so to speak. I smell something devilish here.
Devilish? Not at all. It's high learning. Alchemy! And when I say alchemy, I mean real alchemy. Not some hocus-pocus brewing of potions for creaky joints and bellyache.
Tell me more about it, then. Maybe I'll learn something useful.
I wouldn't be so sure. But I've taken you on as an apprentice, so I might as well tell you something. Now, pay close attention. I want to make a golem out of dough. Then, using secret alchemical practices in theurgy, bring him to life.
A golem? What's that?
A golem is a helper brought to life using divine words. A living statue endowed with massive strength. Can be made of clay, wood, stone, basically anything. I'll make one out of flour. Studying the Jewish Kabbals taught me a practice known as Maseh Bereshit. A mystic can use it to imitate the work of God. Just imagine. You know how helpful a golem would be at the mill? Carrying sacks, pulling wagons, standing guard. He wouldn't be much smarter than Zinnik, but he'd have the strength of 10 men.
My word. That sounds incredible. I have to see it.
So far, it's just all in my head. But if you're patient and help me, you'll see soon enough. It's in the interest of the advancement and prosperity of mankind. Just look at the Bible. Moses could command the waters and speak to God through the element of fire. Jesus brought the dead back to life. I've no doubt that if our great Holy Mother Church had been around at the time, they'd have crucified Jesus the same as the Pharisees. All the apostles would have been burned at the stake.
So a golem, you say, made of flour? For the good of mankind?
Exactly!
And what about the good of me? You promised me a reward.
You already know that you can learn the practical application of certain useful skills from me. But for a few GROSHEN, we could discuss the art on a more, let's say, theoretical level.
I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. Supposing you give me a few GROSHEN first, as a reward for bringing you the document, and then I'll decide whether to trade the coin for some learning.
Oh, see now? I completely forgot. Here you go. So you don't go around saying that Miller Crazel is a pinch purse. I added in what I owe for those sacks you carried. And if you want some more work, there's plenty.
What's this next job all about?
I need to find a saltpeter pit.
Never a wasted word, eh, Crazel?
Short and to the point. That's my credo.
And how long will it take before you tell me what a saltpeter pit is?
A saltpeter pit is a pit in which salt... saltpeter is formed.
This has something to do with that alchemy of yours, eh? I don't know much about that stuff.
Nitra is saltpeter. White crystals similar to salt.
And what needs salting here in the mill?
The Kabbalistic doctrine speaks of saltpeter as a vessel for the inexhaustible essence of life. Those white crystals are said to contain the very essence of being. That's precisely what we need to give life to our golem. Thanks to the ingredients from Hermes Trismegistos, his feet will never get tired, and his fists will have the power to smash rocks. But saltpeter is the most important thing. Saltpeter will be the golem's heart.
So you're serious about this golem? And are you certain it'll work out?
Certainly. Otherwise, I wouldn't even try.
How much saltpeter will it take to bring to life such a big creature?
A lot. That's why I want you to find me a decent saltpeter pit. Do you understand?
I was hoping I'd learn something useful from you. But instead, you're making me wander around the countryside looking for some pit.
Well, you never know when an experience like that might come in handy.
All right, then. I'll look around for that saltpeter pit of yours. I just hope you know where to look, that you can point me in the right direction.
Bonnie has a lead. She's a damned handy girl to have around. She can do anything you ask of her. But for you, the most important thing is that she knows how to look for niter, or saltpeter if you prefer.
So Bonnie is most likely a thief, am I right?
Bonnie is someone I trust without question, and you should too. Not only will she teach you how to find saltpeter, but also how to differentiate it from common salt. The main difference is it has kind of cooling taste.
Hold your horses. You want me to taste that nasty stuff?
If you don't taste it, you could confuse it with some nasty rot. And you don't want that.
Damn right.
Don't be such a lily-liver, Henry. If Bonnie can taste saltpeter, so can you. She'll tell you the rest herself. You'll find her in the lair. That's a secret storage space I have here just by the pond. Only my best people can get in.
How can I get to this lair?
There's a bridge over the mill stream towards the southwest. Take the path to the left, just behind it along the pond. From that path, you turn right, uphill, between the rocks, and you'll find yourself right in front of the lair. You can't miss it. Oh, and so I don't forget, you could pick some herbs along the way to see Bonnie. It would make her very happy. She's just been through some tough times. Her dog died, and on top of that, she has to spend time with that blabbermouth, Zinnik. On the other hand, Zinnik might be holding his tongue for a while after his encounter with the Troskowitz stocks.
If Bonnie spends time with Zinnik, she may want some spirits rather than herbs.
Bonnie? Never. Being a decent Christian, she avoids alcohol like the plague. Right along, so you're back as soon as possible.
To the lair.
Greetings to you.
What's the purpose of that pen? I see you're not grazing livestock there.
Indeed we're not, friend. That's where we learn how to fist fight.
Fist fight? How come?
Why do you think? It's a pretty handy thing to know, and it's 100 times better than sitting on your arse all day.
Does the miller know about this?
Crazel? He came up with the idea, mate. Hey, fancy having a go?
And how do these fights work?
Nothing to it. You put aside your weapons and armor, challenge one of us, and hop in the pen. And from there on, it's pretty clear, I suppose.
Would you mind explaining the rules?
You put down your gear, challenge someone, and then beat the shit out of the other fella in the pen. You get it now?
And who takes part in these bouts?
Well, the first is of course me. If you manage to beat me, you can try Malik. He ain't as fast as me, but he's got a stronger punch. And if Malik ain't tough enough for you... There's always Vera. He'd tear you to shreds.
I'd love to try these bouts of yours. Shall we?
Wait a mo. First you need to get permission from the miller.
Crazel? Why's that?
He's the one who came with the idea and made it work. He's looking for a champion among us for the Zheleyov tavern fights. There, they have proper brawls. Not like here. Why are you rummaging around over there, you dirty thief? Get over here, or I'll call the guards.
Piss off!
All right, you had your chance.
You're no match for me!
Cut the bullshit!
Wait!
How dare you? You'll give everything...
Forgive me, friend. Supposing you were...
since you... And don't forget...
Crazel said you'd teach me to...
Sure, follow... So Crazel took you on just like that? Surprising. Crazel hardly trusts anyone. He's a smart man. So don't you even think about betraying him. That would end badly for you. Not to scare you, though. That's not what I'm here for.
Let's begin.
Not so fast. You're new here, so here's some advice before we get started.
Don't worry. It's not my first time.
Well, well, well. You fancy yourself. Let's see. Where would you look for keys on a person?
In the front pouch, of course.
All right. I see you have some skills. Do you think you're up to stealing something from the front?
Nah, I'm not quite ready for that.
Don't you want to hear about it anyway?
All right. Tell me.
First of all, rich or poor, most folks carry their things in a pouch either in front or in the back. The front one holds keys, coin, and other small items.
And the rest is in the back?
Exactly. Now, this is important. Don't steal from the front pouch unless you're sure you know what you're doing.
Well, what if I need something from it? Like a key to a chest?
You can try taking it from behind. It'll be more difficult, but it's manageable if you're careful enough. Show me how nimble your fingers are then.
All right, let's do it.
To me. Did you fall asleep?
Would you know of any other way?
The only thing you can do, but go and ask those wood.
Why the wook?
Just think they all the. But if you're first, I'd lose my job.
Don't you worry.
You've got to be inconspicuous, so I don't see you. You won't succeed in robbing me like that.
Done.
Very nice. I didn't notice you at all, and that's exactly what you want. Now give back what you took.
Here you go. What now?
That's it. It's a simple art. But if you want, you can give it another try.
No more.
Stop by whenever you want to give it another try.
Yeah, quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Yes? Quick! Go!
Whoa!
Go! I'm Henry, Miller Crazel's new apprentice. He sent me to search for a niter pit and said you might be able to help me with that.
Of course I will. I'm Bonnie. Nice to meet you.
Bonnie. It's not a name I hear often.
It's not the name I was baptized with. In our craft, it ain't a good idea to tell people your real name. That's why we use nicknames. What should we call you?